Hello! Welcome to the stream. I am Bentham and today we are playing Factorio. I see Hero Ultra Mega is already here. Welcome, welcome. I gave some warning. I even remembered to tweet today. Doing good. Welcome Joey, welcome Matthias. Glad you could make it. We're gonna be very chill today. Welcome Nathan. Evening indeed. It is, it's almost 11 PM. No Bentham voice yet? What? You should be able to hear me. Welcome, Major. Someone tell Joey that maybe his volume is not working, because I'm talking, and presumably you can hear me. Can you hear me? Welcome, Pony. Welcome, Matthias. Welcome, Lloyd. Welcome, Bence. I don't recognize you. Are you new? Hello. Don't recognize Lloyd either, but then maybe you've been here before, and now this is awkward. We shall see. And you can hear me. Welcome, Catman. Let's get going. Let's get into the game. Ribbonworld. 30 hours, 9 minutes and 17 seconds logged so far. Let us continue. And here we are. Lovely. I think it's a week pretty much exactly since the last stream, right? Probably. I'm trying to think. I think that's when the last time was. You knew you just didn't write yet. Okay. You're new to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hey Bentham, I just left Sheepy just for you. Appreciate it, Sankushi. I guess. Actually, that feels rude. That feels rude to Sheepy. Oh no. Oh, how do I respond to this? You can hear me fine. Oh, I forgot again. I forgot to switch my latency mode. Hold on. Can I just do it now and then it'll activate next stream? Where's the button? Let me just find the button. This might break things. No, it's grayed out because I've started the stream. I forget every time. Should I restart? I could restart if you want, and we might get super low latency. That could be neat. I don't know whether that's going to affect me or you guys at all in terms of stream quality. It'll bork up the video and stuff like that, though. It'll mess with all that stuff. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the that up on my other monitor, so that at the end of the stream, when I turn around to close all the windows, I'm like, oh, there's that button I need to press, and I will press it, and the next time we stream, it'll be low latency, and I might not even notice, because I'll have forgotten I've done it. And it'll be a Stardew stream, presumably. Okay, these things being here are annoying, just belts full of iron that don't do anything, so I'm gonna do this. Just dump it all onto these lines, which is going to fill these belts up for a minute, but probably only for a minute. Gosh, they might actually stop miners, which isn't great. But it's working through it. Drain those because it'll look nicer. We can actually harvest these yellow belts, I guess, and take them back. I'm going to leave it, actually, because I think we're not that far away from getting robots at this point. I mean, I think we can right now if we wanted to. I just haven't, but we could. Oh, this is about to completely stop. But we have this right here, not in use. So I'm just gonna grab this and pull it over here. And send it off down this way. And then just to keep this running for now, stick a splitter in there. A balancer there, it's already done over there, but it's done again here now, so there you go. All the miners are running, which is nice. We've almost got a path around the back here in case we need it. 500 more and we're done. And there we go. Oh, a message got retracted. What was that? I hear you, but for like 10 seconds after I started I couldn't hear you. Huh, weird. Sometimes there can be client-end weird gubbins. It is YouTube. And YouTube will be YouTube. Did you see my tweet? I tweeted the stream was live, and then I immediately replied to that going, YouTube, the embedded video here is so old. So very old. This hasn't been the embedded... The embedded video hasn't had that thumbnail, title, or description in months. YouTube, why? Why you do this? Because when I tweeted it and with the link, it's like, impromptu podcast, Stardew Valley, and I'm like, that's not even the last stream I did. Because last stream I didn't do an impromptu podcast. Oh, we've got things exploding. Oh dear. Yeah, we gotta go over to the east wall and do something about that. Where do I have vehicles? Oh, some right here, but I don't know about ammo. I don't have any on me. I'm gonna go get some. Here goes my sleep schedule. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, mine is also doomed, because I'm waking up in 5 hours. Waking up in 5 hours. That's the plan. I meant to do this earlier, but I'm a procrastinator. And I also had other things to do. And now I'm in a slight spot of bother in that particular sense. But it's fine, because I'm going to be able to nap after waking up at that point, because I'm waking up at that point to get in a van. I go down south again. Again. It's like every week right now, it's the worst. I'm spending like Tuesday or Wednesday to Friday away from home without with my laptop, but my laptop's no longer good enough to be able to do streams or videos or anything. There's one thing I think I can record while I'm away, but that's not really a gameplay thing, that's a different thing. I mean, I guess I'll just mention it, which is I'm planning on making a video. If I fail, then I guess this will be the video. But I'm planning on making a video covering the current Chrono.gg deal, because it's a special one. It is for a cancer charity in memory of Total Biscuit, which is an important thing to me, so I'm going to make a video about that. But now you know it anyway, so I've covered it at least in this sense. It's going for a full week. It's all of Total Biscuit's favourite games. Frustratingly, I don't think I've personally played any of them, so I can't like reference to any old videos of mine about them, but they're all games I've been, well, not all of them, but many of them are games I've been meaning to play at some point. I definitely want to cover Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. That's very high on my list of games to cover. And then we've also got Spec Ops The Line is one I always meant to take a look at. Probably not a video sort of thing, but just to play. And I just never got round to it. War for the Overworld is another one. And then there's Vermintide, where I just refuse to play out of some weird principle at this point. I don't even know what. Probably shouldn't have stored all of that stone. I do need some stone on me for some things. Yeah, that's the thing that's going on right now. And with that, I don't even care whether you use my affiliate link. In fact, if you don't use my affiliate link, more money goes to charity, because my cut would go to charity instead. So that's absolutely fine by me. There you go. Go take a look at the list. A lot of good games on there, because TB had good taste. Now, there was something around here, actually. Someone was telling me that I had a bottleneck for Blue Science. And here it is. Yes, I think we hadn't invented stack inserters when I built this, and now that's a major issue. Because this blue... This fast inserter... Yeah, because look, the belt's full, and this thing isn't able to go, so we need to stick these on, so that these can actually run full speed. And that was limiting Blue Science all along, and that's the limited thing right now. Actually, no, it's not a limiting thing right now. There is no science, because we've run out of research to do. Yeah, good memories, Frofty. He was a part of my YouTube experience from the beginning. And I remember all those games, I remember him covering them, and that's how I know about them, half the time. I'm not that well informed on games, to be honest. I don't have that many sources of games news. He was the main means I had for that. So that's how I know about cool stuff like Back Ops the Line and things like that. And so many things I just never got around to covering. There's one I'm going to make sure to. There's one series that I have to do. Okay, oh yeah, I was here for ammo, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. I need to get some ammo from main bus, take it over to the tank, and then we know we're good for the attack of the biters. Actually, we've got cannon shells being made. Let's go get some of those, and then we can do a proper assault on the biters. Maybe make some advances. Maybe find some uranium. We could always dream. Yeah, there's a lot of gold coins in the cup right now. They're doing well in the war. Oh, that's done. Slowly working through this deposit, though it's emphasis on the slowly. Which is maybe for the best, because this is powering our steam engines right now. I shouldn't really complain. In fact, yeah, it's oh no, well, there's only just build-up. Oh, that's close. Yeah, we might have to rejig the ratios of what coal is going where. Okay. Cannon shells, cannon shells. Keep on task. I'm a little bit tired, I'm going to be honest. Why this is a chill stream, going to be relaxed, just going to be pootling about, doing my thing. But there are some goals to achieve. I intend to get high-tech science done today. Might be a bit of a big ask, depending on how things go. But it's on the list, it's on the priority list. Because right now we're not doing any research, so we are wasting factory time. Saying that, I noticed that copper plate still hadn't built up on the line, so there's clearly still things going on. We got to build up our supply of advanced circuits, but that seems to be happening. So, yeah, we're giving the factory some breathing time, let's say. Blue science is building up, advanced circuits are building up, everything's calming down. And it'll be nice and refreshed, ready to launch into high-tech science. And then we're going to shoot for Covarex enrichment and see if we can really get our nuclear power running. Like, properly. Because that's always the thing I'm waiting for when it comes to power. I always try and stretch whatever I have as much as possible till I can finally get the Covarex enrichment, and then I can do all of the things. So that is the plan. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this might be a proper breach. Because they're attacking one end, and that's an end that's already in a terrible state. I think if they destroy that one last turret, which is probably out of ammo, then they break through, and they have freedom of beyond the wall. So that's not good. Let's go deal with that. Is Factorio my favourite game? Yes, it is. It's my favourite game of all time, as it currently stands. I don't think I've played any game more than this at this point. And I just find practically endless enjoyment. I mean, sometimes I stop playing for like a few months at a time, because you can burn out on any game. But I always come back to it, unlike other games. I always come back to Factorio in the end. There's always more fun to be had and more ways to play in my mind. Then again, a lot of the time I just play it the same. I just like doing the same stuff sometimes. I completely forgot to get the ammo, so we're going back for that again, by the way. Oh, I'm a derp. I should have just picked it up first time around instead of running off and getting the cannon shells. While we are wasting time, biters are moving. They are massing and advancing and all that. Grab that. We've got enough room for a few more engines because I noticed we're a little bit low on those right now. Get back up to a stack and then we can like emergency craft a car if we need to. And off we go. Would you like to see in a future update to Factorio? I would like to see the old plan for the end game to come back. I want to see the space platforms. Space platforms? Space platforms. The flat space platforms. The original plan of the game was that once you launched a rocket, you would send up a load of materials, and then you would send up yourself, and you would land on a platform and build a factory on there, and there would be this sort of miniature final version of Factorio. I see why they cut it. It's a little bit weird, but it was the idea that they had kept in line with the principles of Factorio, so I was in favor of it. But they decided it wasn't quite what they were looking for in the end, and they got rid of it. But the thing is that to my mind, it's the best option, at least the best I can think of. Because at the moment you've just got the thing of, oh, you just carry on playing, you just keep building the bigger and bigger factory, and sending up more rockets. But you could just do that anyway. That's not an end game. That's you making your own fun, because there isn't an end game, to my mind. But like, if you want to, you can carry on playing it like that. But I feel like you should be able to take the route of building a space platform, going up and landing on it, and having that whole cool sequence happen. And then if you don't want to do that, you can just not. But that's not how it works. But yeah, that's the thing that I can think of that I would like to see. Oh, we didn't have cannon shells in this. Well, now we do. Off we go. I just play Railworld. Yeah, half the time I will just fire up a Railworld map. I mean, I invented it, I think. So it makes sense that it would be the thing I always go to. Is anyone here knowledgeable in 3D printers? I'm building one right now and have a couple of decisions to make. Oh, that sounds cool. Unfortunately, I have no idea about the fiddlier side of how 3D printers work. I just know the basic principles of how they print, as in they put layers of a material in a very precise manner, which is a fantastic and cheap way to make materials, but then is not quite as precise in many cases as other methods. But it's got fantastic applications. I like the... Have you seen the 3D printer that can build a house? That's neat. You just fill it with some sort of cementy sort of mixture, and you just plonk it down in a village, give it some power, and it just builds a little domed house. That's a neat thing. Isn't the future cool? Right, let's assess the damage. I brought some walls, I forgot about that, but I happen to already have some on me. So that's all good. Yeah, let's keep an eye out for biters, because they might have got through. Oh no, the turret survived! How? Well, it says a ton of ammo left, so they all swarmed it and they were doing damage, but it managed to slowly work its way through them all and defeat them before they could get to him. Huh. Well, there you go then. Very good work. Good turret. You have saved the day. Now let us advance. I'm going to leave this for now because I think I might just be advancing the wall anyway. But we shall see. But here we go. And we've got the cannons ready. Gonna go in guns blazing. Just focus on the bases to start with. Here we go. Try and swing around here. Deal with some of these. Right. Go ham. Fire, fire, fire. 2 shots to kill the big worms. Bit of a pain. But that is the base dealt with. Just gonna deal with the biters. Switch to the machine gun for a minute. And stop. Do some repairs. A little bit low on repair packs. Let's just make a few more of those. My logo is indeed in the cup. If someone becomes a member, then that's what drops into the cup. And I forget if they're like super heavy or not. I haven't done any distributing of the weights. I forget if you even can edit the weights, but I feel like that's a feature that Streamlabs would have. So I'll have to look into that. I keep forgetting to check on the Streamlabs settings. Whoops, whoops. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that was a slightly dangerous moment there. Gotta pay attention to the rocks. Lost a lot of health there. I'm glad you like the Railworld series, Matthias. It is my magnum opus, I guess. It's the one everyone loves, and I loved it too. Had a very fun send-off, not even that long ago. Maybe it was that long ago now. Time is scary these days. Stuff happens so fast. 5 minutes seem to pass, and then suddenly it's a year since I did an episode of a series, and I'm like, whoops. Why did that happen? You gotta get like a direct hit on the large ones to hurt them properly. Oops. Oh, shouldn't have done that. I blew myself up there. I need some repair bots so I can start just having them fix me as I go. But then they'll just get murdered by the biters anyway. It was a cool printer that used big plastic lenses to melt desert sand and print with it. Obviously running on solar cells. All you need is to be in a desert. That's fantastic. Again, the future is amazing. Because these are in the present, but in the future, they'll be common. And that will be awesome. I hope I can research more explosive shell damage. Presumably I can. Because we keep almost, but not quite, destroying the big biters in the big worms in one go. Save a hell of a lot of time and effort and such to be able to just insta kill them. And mop everything up. And stop here. More repairs and just keep up the cycle. And there were plastic lenses as well, not even glass. Surely the plastic would be less effective, though I guess there are many different kinds of plastic. There's probably one that's a fantastic alternative for glass somewhere. Good. Swing around. Because doing this at night means you guys can't see a thing, I'm sorry. Because every time I fire, you can see, and that's where the action's happening, wherever the shots are landing. There we go. Move straight into the next one. We did alright with that one. Wasn't there a 3D printing robot that made bridges too, starting at one end and moving along the bridge as it makes it? Really? How does that work, though? Like, what about the supports? Is it making the supports as it goes? Or are the supports pre-made and then it makes the rest of it? Fresnel lenses are super cheap and light. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Did you ever play Rimworld? I just got into it myself and I'm loving it. I did play... I've played Rimworld quite a lot, actually. I've done one stream of it, I think. The rest of the time I've just been playing offline. That's one where I just like to... I know there's some games where I prefer not to stream them, though Rimworld, sorry, this is Ribbonworld. Rimworld is one that I would actually like to do more videos of. But sort of playing it on stream I feel is different than playing it privately. I mean, that's the case for many games, but maybe that in particular, just because of the way I play some games. I've got to be careful not to blow myself up. And we're at the end now of explored territory in the east. I couldn't get past this base because it completely blocks the way. So once we defeat this, we're in uncharted territory. So that's cool. Nope, one more. Being sneaky. Yeah, Rimworld's great. Definitely need to put that on the list. There's too many games, guys, and then here I am just playing the same game again. But then that's what it's my favorite game, and so it's my viewers' favorite too, so it works out. But it means that I'm missing out on so many others at the same time. It's a difficult balance to strike. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. The void gives and it takes away. And it nearly took away a lot there. Okay, that's better. Some good dents. Taking on a bit of damage, but we're holding together. Okay, good. Oh, more big bases. Okay. So it's gonna be a tough fight. By the looks of things. Going forwards. Okay, let's switch to this. And everything's nicely mopped up. There's just a couple of... Oh, there's just one worm over there. Sorted. And then immediately, another big old biter base. So this is going to be another big one. And we're starting to run out of ammo, so... I had no clue what Factorio was in your videos was all I need to learn. I'm glad that you were able to learn completely from me. Shows that I'm doing my job well of explaining things, and I'm demonstrating good builds and so on. I need to stop blowing them up when they're right behind me, because I keep getting hurt by it. Okay, this is a dangerous maneuver here. I'm putting them in between me and escape, and that's dumb, but it can pay off. There we go. Let's give it another go. Might be pushing my luck here, but I don't know, I'm impatient, I guess. I was gonna give a better explanation. I'm like, oh, there isn't a better explanation. Oh dear, yep. Pushing myself a bit too far there. I need to break out the big guns to get past at some point. I'll tell you what, Ribbonworld is fantastic for artillery. I've just realized that, and now I'm very excited. Crap, when do you... Is artillery... Artillery might be after space science only. I'm not sure. I hope it's sooner. Can't remember. But yeah, that would be cool, because I can just drive it along the tracks, and the tracks... I'm going to be building them anyway. There's only one way to go. Well, there's two ways to go, but either way is biters. And easy to run an artillery train along there. There's so many biters in the way, it's hard to land hits on the worms. Okay, let's try and sneak in here. Go for the bases. Damn it. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Pushed it a bit too far again there, and there's a lot of trees here, and that's a problem. Oh, and I'm out of explosive cannon shells. Okay, they're getting caught in the trees more than I am. So that's excellent. Gotta try and deal with these last bases, pushing my luck. But that... Is that base dealt with? And now we just have to mop up the biters. Where are these guys going? They're trying to meet up with the biters over at the other base. Okay, this, I think, is where we... Actually, that looks like a smaller base over there, so I think we can deal with it just with the machine gun. Will I create a new Factorio series after Ribbonworld? I think so. I think there should always be something Factorio going on the channel. I've been meaning to start another Factorio thing, I'll be honest, but as I've been saying a lot recently, haven't had the time. And I wish I did. But there's a bit more work to be done yet before I'm free. On a daily basis again. But let me tell you what, there's nothing like being unable to make videos to motivate you to make videos. So I think once I am free on a regular basis again, I'm hopefully going to be motivated enough to properly launch into like proper video production. That'll be very good for the channel. Try and get daily stuff going again. At the moment I've got so little free time that I've just been editing and uploading the Peachy and Sheepdog stuff that's been recorded in the past, because I don't have time to record anything new right now. I haven't been doing any more streams with them for the past couple of weeks, as I've been away every Wednesday. Okay, another big base there. Don't want to deal with that. So this is where we draw the line. And no uranium. Okay, fine. I've got a blueprint, haven't I? Is that the... No, that's not the one. Oh, there it is. Okay. And right there. Though I forget, this might actually be wrong, and did I realize that last stream that it wasn't quite right? I don't know. Gotta find the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the middle. And there's the gate. And yeah, it all lines up, doesn't it? Yeah, that's alright. Okay, I think. Presumably. Seems like it. I don't know why I've got such a weird number of walls now. Makes me sad. But okay. There we go, and then we got to put ammo in them, and that's a little bit of an issue, because I don't think we really have enough on us to be doing that. Right, let's loot this tank for everything it's got. And yeah, it's not great. It might be enough. Actually, yeah, no, it is enough. Okay, we're all right. At least to put 50 in each. Do wonder if we should strengthen the defenses a bit at this point. Because it has seemed like the walls have been suffering recently. What if we do this? And remove these two. Actually, that means we've got the same number of turrets. That's not a good idea. Let's put some in the middle like that. And then here, let's shift everything a bit. Okay, that's a good arrangement. Yeah, so it's a nice regular pattern. And oops. I get the numbers neat. Easier to just sort out the stacks if I've got that all right. And this time I think we don't have enough. So I've added in a fair few more turrets. Oh, that's not good. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do some repairs. Oh dear. Yeah, they're not wasting any time. Can I put a radar this far out? I don't have any solar panels. I think I've only got the achievement of don't build solar panels, so I think it's fine to do that. Yeah, I've achieved that before, so I think I'm just going to craft 5 solar panels and build a little radar outpost out here. It's going to annoy the biters no end, but I want to scan and see what's out there. I need to find uranium, damn it. I need to know it's there. Get artillery with yellow signs. Oh, fantastic. Not that far off, then. Hello, Alistair. Hi, Future Bentham. Am I Future Bentham or am I past Bentham? I don't even know. I guess Bentham in 20 seconds for you. But you're seeing past Bentham, and you're talking to present Bentham. Watch offline, on the plane tomorrow. Okay. Enjoy Linear J. How's the plane trip? To Linear J currently watching on the plane. What has Bentham working on these days that eats his free time? The annoying thing is that I can't go into specifics about my job because the industry is a very small one, and if you were to know what I was exactly what I was doing, it would be relatively easy to find out who I was, which is probably a bad idea. So, I don't say what exactly I do, only that it's basically a sort of manual labor-y job that is a family business thing, and that at the moment they're down an employee and I'm having to fill in. It pays nice, which is nice, but also I have no time now, because it's not even like a 9 to 5, it's a 9 to 5 on the other end of the country, so I have to stay in a hotel for the duration of the week. And so right now, all my time is gone, because I can't really work on the channel while I'm away, because all I have is my laptop, and hotel rooms are echoey. and my laptop is in no state nowadays to run games. It was already really struggling when I got my PC. It got to the point where the Kingdoms and Castle series was in 720p 30 FPS because I couldn't record better than that, and I think it wasn't even holding at 30. I think it was at like 20. And I was just having to try and make do. And then on this thing, it's 1080p 60 all the way, and it's fantastic, and I can stream at the same time and all that. And I love it, but the laptop's just not up to it anymore. It's getting too old. Can't run most games and record at the same time nowadays. So it leaves me in a bit of a pickle when I'm away. Huh. These turrets down here hadn't even been attacked at all. Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing. At some point the work will be done. There's a big project happening right now that's in the south, and once that's done, then I won't have to go down to the south all the time anymore. Might have put that wall a bit too close. Quite possibly, Ponyu. We'll have to see how that goes. Factorio 2v1 PvP against Peach and Sheepdog sometime. Depends what kind of PvP. If it's a production challenge PvP, I'd totally wipe the floor with the two of them, I feel like. Could be wrong. But I feel like. Because I'm probably, like, reasonably better than Peachy, and I'm definitely better than Sheepdog. So, I think I'd definitely win. If it came to combat, they'd probably kill me, because they're more imaginative than me, I think, when it comes to that. Yeah, we'll just go up here and drop off the ammo we picked up. We got 250, so that's enough. Yep, it's a 64 tile wide ribbon. This Ribbonworld. 2 chunks. Seemed like a nice round number to go for. Leaves me enough room to have a railway running the entire length of the ribbon. Because what's the point of a Ribbonworld if you can't run trains along the whole thing? I've got no interest in doing the super dense ones where it's like 8 tiles across. No, I want to drive trains on it. Yeah, that's the thing. Factorio isn't a very PvP game, so you don't really see that. And it's not quite built for it, so there are some issues. But if you saw the final episode of the Peachy and Sheepdog Factorio series, that was PvP. That was proper PvP. That was full-scale war, and that was super fun. An interesting demonstration of what happens when you put like 50 people in a Factorio in an endgame Factorio map and let them go nuts and murder each other. It was an absolute mess, and it was amazing. As was the aftermath of that series when people decided to rebuild. Oh, forgot. Back around. Gotta build the radar outpost. Do I have a radar? Don't think so. Oh no, there's one there. Okay, we can pull back quite a bit actually. Bulik is for the best. There. And and now we've got scanning, at least during the daytime. So we'll have a constant view of this terrifying wall of death. But soon we'll be able to see beyond it. But it's going to take a bit of time. We'll just drive back. By the time we're back, it'll have done a bit of scanning, and we'll be able to have a look at stuff. If I were to do the Ribbonworld type challenge, I'd go with 128. Yeah, that's the thing. You can have a Ribbonworld that's super wide, and it's still going to be a very interesting, very different experience to a normal Factorio game, because just the fact that there are only 2 directions to go changes everything. You can have 1,000 tiles wide, and it would still be a completely different thing than normal. Yeah, now let's go home and try and work on high-tech science. The main bus will have had plenty of time to build up and shut down and be ready to launch into high-tech science production, so we can hopefully just get Coverix enrichment done super quick. Though, saying that, where is it? 1,500. It's not the worst, but it's a fair chunk of science to get through. It is going to take some time. It's not going to be this stream. Are there any other key things we want? Logistics system would be good to have. And that's only 150, so I could maybe sneak that in first. Portable fusion reactor would be neat, but not critical. We're not doing the parachute stuff quite yet. If we want to get to artillery nice and quick. That's 2,000 though, so we're going to do Coverix enrichment before we get to that, at least. Yeah, right now, Coverix is the key thing, and everything else can wait. Because we've got our power issues happening right now, so let's get on it. I'd love to get my hands on the honeycomb world from that community world. I'm sure if you go to the Red Mew, I don't know where Red Mew is based actually. Pretty sure they have a Discord. I imagine they've got like a forum or something. But the Red Mew community knows all about that sort of way of making weird map designs. So you could totally go there and probably find a way to set up that that honeycomb map. My cup logo has moved 180 degrees. Oh, it's on a roll. Yeah, the physics in the cup is it never like freezes, I think. It's always running, which is not optimized at all. So if your PC's not quite so shiny and new as mine, it can cause real issues to run that in a stream because it's dealing with fiddly physics and stuff. Luckily it's not a problem for me right now, but that's because I just relatively recently got a new PC. Actually, it's been like a year now, jeez. But I imagine I might feel the effect of it before the end. Before I upgrade. I always wait till a PC's dying before I get my next one. I wait till it's on its knees and, like, melting the table it sat on. And running everything at 720 and no better. Bro, I'm like, okay, maybe I should upgrade now. And this is my first desktop in years. I went through, like, last time I had a desktop was 3 laptops back. Read me posts on the Factorio subreddit, and I bet their Discord is linked in those posts. Yeah, I'd imagine so. You should be able to find it that way. Hi Bentham, nice to be notified of your stream instead of 6 hours later. YouTube. Though also me, to a certain extent, because I always forget to tweet. How long until the Kraken comes out of the cup? Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more wacky, terrifying physics with the cup. Sometimes it does weird things, but not really that much. The physics are too well coded. Too boring. I was thinking about a way to design a cup that would deliberately mess with the physics. I think it was making one where, like, stuff could get into it, but it was really hard for stuff to get out, so it would just get completely full and jam, and more bits would keep getting crammed in until it exploded, sort of thing. Just trying to induce weird physics stuff. But I don't know how to actually make a cup design for the thing. Coal supply is running down here. We should probably start taking some of the coal that's here. It's like, why not? We finished mining. In the long term, we could end up repurposing the storage here for more iron or whatever. Well, saying that, at the moment we don't need to store any iron. It's all being turned into steel. Vast amounts of steel. And then also iron as well, back at the base. Right, let's see how this is going. Remember we left this at the end of last stream. I think we can get a bit more out of it now that we're done with the ones up here. Let me think. Oh, of course. Oh, I think... We do... Aha! This. There we go. I knew there was a way we could get a bit more out of it. There we go. Clear that out. And what we've got? We've got 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 in the middle. But a lot of that 3,000 will be eaten away by these ones. So that shouldn't take too long. Like, essentially... Yeah, I think there's a tiny bit in the middle, and mostly it's here and here. So it's all... I think pretty much every bit of iron is covered by another miner. Which means that when these are done, this will be nearly done as well. Now we can turn it into 2 or 4 or whatever, and that'll do well. Okay, there's the steel. Is it building up? Presumably it's building up by now. It has to be. I'd be scared if it wasn't. I mean, at the moment the factory's not even doing anything. I should have gotten that train. Forget about it. Let's get on this one then. Actually, you know what? The place we're going to be building high-tech science isn't even that far away. Probably further away from the destination of that train than it is from here. So we'll just walk. Slowly working our way through this. All those going, which is good. More of this done. Oh, and that top one's done. I won't get stuck up here at all anymore. This is filling up quite quickly. I think we want another array. We need more steel, actually. Because this is 64, I do believe. So we'll go build another array of that. Oh, we got an alert. Attack on the west. Okay. Oh, let's check how the scanning is going. Ah, oh, nothing. No ores at all. Stupid changes to the map generation. If only I'd explored a bit more before that happened. And then we'd actually have some we'd actually have some more uranium, maybe. So we're making do. Another stack of that. Have some more of those. We don't have enough inserters, so let's get on that. That should be exactly enough, I do believe. We will find out when we build it. But I put the ore in chests because I want it removed from the deposits because the main bus is on its way. We're building the main bus in this direction, and it's not that far off. It's here already. So we got to get this cleared out so we can move through and not have it be in the way. It's easier to transport stuff that's in chests than it is to transport stuff that's on the ground, because you have to mine it if it's on the ground, of course. So I'm just dumping it into these buffers for now. And it'll mean that later on we can deal with it a little bit easier. And the main bus is about to extend a fair bit because we're building high-tech science. And I got the number exactly right. Fantastic. Oh, and we'll build what we can before we start to run out of things. Right, it looks like all these miners running full speed fills 1 blue belt now, so let's neaten this up a bit, because we really don't need most of this now. Like, let's just do this. There we go. And that should work, we'll see. And then we'll just split this belt. But we'll do output priority left. So it's not actually going to go to this one until that one is running out. Until basically the capacity's done. a good way of doing it. Okay. That's all that tended to. Oh, we got a bit of spare ore hanging around. Let's just dump that. And then maybe we'll finally make high-tech science. I keep getting distracted by other things, but that is our task. That is our aim for today. Let us see what we can do. Okay, what do we need? Batteries, copper cables, processing units, speed modules. Right, now I remember. For a second, I'd completely forgotten what you actually require to make high-tech science. It completely slipped my mind, but I'm back in now, I remember. There's our output line for the science packs. That will just connect right up to here. Actually, oh, will it work? Because it's got to do that, hasn't it? Yeah, that works. And does this actually get there? Yes, it does. It joins up, even after all the messing about I did here. Made a bit of a dog's dinner of it, but it still gets to where it needs to go, ultimately. In the end, eventually, it does get where it needs to go. Gonna grab some of this so that the machinery can be running again. Just for a little bit. Yeah, it's just one belt per belt. Simple. Okay. So, let us grab some assemblers. Oh, how many do we need? 7. 7 assemblers making the high-tech science packs. So we might not want them there because there's quite a few inputs. Yeah, considering how many inputs there are, let's move this up, and some of the stuff will come in on this side. I have a pretty standard setup for this, but I've forgotten. So we're going to be playing this by ear today. I think it's fairly simple. Just got to remember the right ratio when I'm doing the speed module production. And all that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Get some outputs. Just do the bits I know. Until there's nothing but the gaps left. And then I just got to fill in the gaps. Oh, you know what we need? We need processing unit production. We need that first, really. That's a proper undertaking. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Change of plan. We're not doing high-tech science today because I forgot we need to do processing units first. And when I do processing units, I like to combine it with doing modules. So, now our project today is going to be modules, which might mean that towards the end of the episode we're getting towards the what do you call it? The parachute, the final parachute. But then again, we need high-tech science for that. So we'll just take things one thing at a time. But yeah, this is a point where suddenly the main bus takes a leap forwards because we're adding a lot of things to it. So that's why we were working on that and trying to get that cleared out of the way. Because still 1 million copper in there and 2 million iron get shifted. Not good. Okay, right. So I want to do modules first. I'm going to do them at this end. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to plonk that there. But what's actually going to be here is a chest. Same here and same here. Then, this, and then this. And this. I think I've got that right. There's a belt running here, a belt running here. Actually, these need to be spaced out. I didn't need to do it like that. But actually, I'm going to leave them spaced out. Oop, need to do that. Oh, maybe I should do the right ratios. thing is I've forgotten my arrangement for that. And also, I don't know if there's enough, like, space for it here. So what I often do nowadays, I think, is this. Something like this, I think. That's one way of doing it. Because this is the 3 tiers of modules. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 in the middle. Because this needs to be a belt here with processing units and advanced circuits on it. Yeah, I caught up and you sound drunk. Oh dear. Every time. I think that's like a universal thing. There's another way I did this. What was the way? It involved something like this. Ah, I've got it. I think it was that. No, that's still not quite right. Was it this? Because I have these at a slightly weird angle, then they go into chests that are here. So this then goes here, because you need the space. That was it. That was the design I used. Okay, so we can apply this here. We put... the belt goes there, so that's fine. We'll just do it like that. And then we have this, but on the side. So... like so. And from now on, because I've just noticed, I'm going to call this the K design. Can we fit 3 of this? Oh, we might be able to, actually. I didn't think we could, but now I zoom out, I reckon we have the space. But it's a little close. Well, there we go. We have enough room to do our fancier module production. I don't know that we'll ever have enough of a supply of materials to keep this running at all times, but we can dream. Better to have the option than not. Go. Needed a few of these. We also need gears, I think? I don't think we have any gears on us, so definitely. That'll help. There we go. Now what are we short of? Is it iron again? Oh, it is iron again. Alright, we'll get more iron then. Jeez. Ratios for the ratio gods, maths for the maths throne. Are the ratios even correct nowadays? Yeah, these all require 4. It used to be different. It used to be that some required 4, some required 5, and it was dumb. Yeah, it requires 4, but takes twice as long. Therefore, you need 2 assemblers per. That all works out nicely. Oh, wait, have I got this wrong? The spacing's wrong. Have I done that? Do I need to leave a gap of 1? Guess I do. Whoops. It needs to be like this. And then it's got the sufficient space. And in case it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, I'm about to set up everything properly in a moment. Okay, so priority 1. I'm thinking productivity. Speed probably, because there's a few things I need that for. We'll start with speed modules. So we make the level 1s here, the level 2s here, and the level 3 goes there. Then we have our chest there. And we have a bit of a fiddly system with these chests. I never worked out how to do this in a neat fashion. So we get this weird thing. There's an output there, and there's an output there, and this transfers across to here, and then this transfers across with a long-armed one, and it's not perfect, but it's good enough. I never want level 2 modules anyway. Same reason I don't want iron chests or red belts. So storage for level 2 modules is an afterthought. So we'll just do... Oh, no. Keep it consistent. Do it like that. And long-armed here. Here. This one will make efficiency, though I think I'm not going to be using those very much. I got productivity there. Level 2 productivity. Level 3 productivity, because that's the one level 3 we actually have unlocked. Now let's get some substations on this so it stops flashing incessantly. And they could fit neatly in there. Lovely. Alright, now we get our belt running here for the circuits and advanced circuits. Need a few more inserters. These ones will use fast. And then we need some long-armed, and they'll go here. Sure, we got chests everywhere. Should be using wooden ones really, but I can't be bothered. These are already in my hand. And for now, we'll limit them to 1 stack each, because there's going to be a limit of resources. I'll not push things too far. And then we can get this connected. So, which belt should I use? How have I been doing this so far? That side, that side, that side. I must have been taking it from the right, so I think I'll take this from the left. So that means just undergrounding this for a chunk. Get it out nice and out of the way. And I have to do this one. Okay, with the advanced circuits, we've been doing a lot of that, swinging it around and going back. So this time I'm going to do the opposite. So let's just have plenty of space. And that, flip this off here, nice and simple, run it into there, and then for the circuits, I've actually not given enough space, whoops, move this up a bit, put blues in there, we're going to be starting to do that anyway, and up. Have I done that right? It looks wrong. Oh no, I didn't need to do it like that. I need to... That would have worked. Was I being a derp? Did I have enough room after all? Probably. I'm usually a derp. Okay, there we go. We have module production. I'm not going to run fantastically. In fact, can't even fill a full belt because yellow to blue. Let's do that. Gonna wreck our circuit supply. Actually, no, it's not being used that much by the assemblers anyway, really. Just a momentary thing while it was building up. I've just spotted a massive bug above me. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna squash this because it's scary. Here we go. Here we go. Love, it's on the move. Oh god, where did it go? Oh, it's excited. We've got a problem. It's a bug and it's angry. Back in a second. Oh, this is dumb. Give you commentary as I go. High up, but I think I can get it. Got it. Ah. Right, where were we? Had a bit of a crisis moment there. I'm just like, I just saw something at the corner of my eye and I just looked up and I'm like, that's a big old bug directly above my PC there. So, it got away the first time, but the second time I got it. Well, that was exciting. This is supposed to be a chill stream, jeez. Ah, right, yeah, so this is running now. Let's do the line over here. Did I get this right? Yes, I did. Phew. Run this along here. This will be advanced circuits and processing units, so we can't complete it yet, but we can start. And this will be the line here, because it's going to have to come from over there where processing units are going to be made. Let's put this in so that we know we've got to deal with the high-tech science line. We mustn't forget. Factorio thought it was a different kind of bug. It was a real-life biter. Dangerous moment. Okay, so what I'm thinking is a little bit different than usual. Usually, I have this be a line that also feeds the processing unit production. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put a splitter in it. And the reason is not for throughput, it's for priority. Because now, I can switch off priority for modules or for processing units, depending on my needs. That's the thing, I haven't done this before, but of course, when I originally came up with my design for the whole array of modules and processing units, it was before these were a thing, and I didn't think to incorporate them, but I had this idea just now, pretty much. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I can choose whether to actually supply, I can choose which to supply them to. The fantastic thing about priority splitters. It hit 360? What hit 360? 360 what? I'm very confused. Genuinely, I have no clue what you're referring to. Anyway, yes, so we're going to just run this line down here. Then we need a line of pure circuits. That's always the difficult thing, and this reminds me why I shouldn't have done this here. I should have done it the other way around, because there's no room. Actually, no, there is. Doop, doop. There we go. This is... I'm going to move this back by a tile, and then this can just come straight down here. There we go. And this is the sort of supply line we need for the processing units. A belt and a half. Most of what we're making. We're gonna have a struggle long term with circuits. I know we are, and it's gonna be a pain. But that is Ribbonworld. They are the choices we made. I chose to have 2 belts only for circuits. I've survived on it before. We can make it work. So, thanks for the emotes, Nate. I need to get some more emotes, but I don't even know where to start with that. Here's the thing. Everyone, right now, your suggestions. What emote should I have? What would you love to spam during a stream that you can't because this isn't Twitch? Because a good way of thinking about it is like, what Twitch emotes do I like that I can't use here because it's YouTube? And then I'll just get a bunch of those. Oh, we got a bunch of pipes already, though. I think we need more than that, so we'll make a few more. There you go. And do we have sulfuric acid? We must do. We must be making batteries somewhere, right? Oh, maybe we're not. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we are. Also, I notice all our belts, all our input belts are already full. Is there anything else we need? We might do. Iron plate emote. A bent cog riding a train. Inserter of some kind. Facepalm? Oh, definitely. a blue belt. Like Matthias just said, it's Tuesday. Correct, Matthias. Actually, yes. It just became Tuesday, as you said. Fair enough. Though, not the best of Tuesdays. Yeah, we don't have sulfuric acid on the line right now. We need to get it delivered in. So, time to mess about with some trains. Okay. There is our facility that has sulfuric acid. We actually make it there, and it gets pumped into there. Oh, and then this train already goes to the bus anyway, so that makes this ridiculously easy. I just need to go put a pump, and then we'll have sulfuric acid. A Stardew calendar, no. Oh, a 360 rotation of my logo in the cup. That's what you were waiting for. Oh dear. We need a time lapse of the cup for this this stream now. Okay, pump. There we go. And send this off. Find a way to sneak around. I think we go this way. Sneak off here. And up this way. And we'll go join the lubricant pipe. Or we would. There was a room. Just get a fast insert, fast underground going here. Then we can pop out here, turn a corner, and off we go this way. And then very quickly it ends up perfectly matching the position of the lubricant pipe. Let's see how long that holds for. So far, so good. Oh, we've run out of pipe, though. Whoops. Let me go grab some more standard pipe, then, because we're right next to... Oh, that's awkward. Let's go get the stuff from the chest. Oh, we got a biter attack. Of course, we can look at this. That's useful. Ammo holding fairly nicely. About less than 10% gone. There's the scanning. No deposits of any kind. Why? Why, game? Why? I feel like at some point we're going to have a major crisis of resources at this rate. Right, off we go. Cultist Pentham. Iron chest on fire. Rail roundabouts. Iron chest and a flamethrower. Fast module. Cogwheel rolling around. Buckets and moat for Bentham's bucket delivery service. I'm 6 hours ahead of you. Yeah, time's weird. How do you make a train station, anyone? You have to craft it, but in order to craft it, you have to have unlocked it. It's called a train stop in the game. You got to have unlocked it with a particular tech, which is, let me see, railway. To unlock a railway, you need to have unlocked engine, steel processing, automation 2, electronics, automation 1, logistics 2, and logistics 1. It is a red and green science pack research, 75 of each. Gives you the straight rail, the locomotive, and the cargo wagon, and not the station, so ignore me, because actually what you need is automated rail transportation, which is the next one along. That gives you the train stop. There you go. Then you craft it right here, out of a couple of basic gubbins, and then you got yourself a train station. I did make a tutorial for rails back in the day, but it's very old now, so its usefulness is waning by the update. Though I believe it's still mostly correct and relevant. If you want some more information about how to operate trains in Factorio. Can I show you before you buy it? If you want to see someone playing it before you buy it, I have thousands of recorded hours of Factorio, or at least many hundreds, on this channel. so you're covered there. I'm basically the Factorio guy, to a certain degree. You've come to the right place. But I think... I mean, well, everyone's different, but I feel that you'll probably enjoy this game. Most people do, it seems. If it seems like something you would like, then you're already well on the right track. Okay, got the pipes running out to here. Up a little bit further. And then this is where we are diving down towards the place. Let's just clear out the copper. It's just easier. There we go. Run this like that for a while. And there is our sulfuric acid supply. Now, all we need is a crap ton of inserters of various kinds. We've got ourselves some processing unit production. No problem, Squish. Glad to be of help. But yeah, there's plenty of gameplay stuff if you're not sure yet about buying it on my channel. Also, the game has a free demo. That's a relatively rare thing nowadays, but it does have a free demo, and when I first played the game, that was what I started with, and I loved it, and I knew from that that I was going to love the game. So that'll also give you a good idea too. I don't think it has trains in it, but it's got like all the mechanics of the inserters and the belts and stuff, so you can get a feel for what that's like and have some fun with it. They are actually going to be revamping the early game and also I think the demo in the coming update, but I don't know how far off that is yet. It might take a while, so just see what you think of the current demo, and that may be enough for you. But we need gears. Tons of those. I don't want to make too many of these, actually. Then again, having some spare is not a bad idea at all. The issue right now is inventory space, which we're really struggling with. Okay, there we go. And then we need a bunch of these. And then we need a bunch more of these for the outputs. And there we go. Now we have processing unit production. Or at least we will when I power those things. Hold on. There. And there. Lines up perfectly. And there's our supply. Run it off this way. Take it underground. We're going to want to send this to the main bus as well, but right now we want it over here. So let's do that. And this makes me realize I've forgotten a couple of steps of the process here. Oh, hold on, actually. What I need to do is this. Oh, I'm getting good at working out exactly the right number of tiles to make full use of that thing. What I think I want to do is this. That messes up these. I'm just going to hoover this up. I need some on my person anyway. I need a bunch of fast inserters. Really, I need a proper bunch of them because they're sort of a key thing, and I probably shouldn't be walking around with none of them to hand. That would be dumb. And let's get underground here. And more undergrounds here. Oh, I got it off by one that time. Oh well. It works. Send that down there. Split. And that way. Same as there, that's not great, but there's a shortage it'll take from both sides of the belt anyway. Now we have some level 2 module production. Awesome. Red circuit should build up in a second. Yeah, they're starting to. Oh, we got an attack. Held off valiantly. I use about 4 ammo per turret every time, and they're ignoring the bottom half of the wall. They keep doing that. They always go for the top. What is that about? Is it a weird pathfinding glitch? Or is it a pathfinding quirk, maybe? Maybe glitch is a strong word. I don't know if it gets revamped, I have to play it again. Another 100 hours of my life will be gone. You know what I wish we had in Factorio? Signposts, an item whose sole purpose is to mimic the name of the item whose sole purpose is to mimic the name on the map ability of train stops. I have good news for you, Sergeant Cookie. Middle mouse click. A thing. Icon. There's your signpost. Turn off this. You can do that. You can mark anything you want on the map with middle mouse click. With any symbol you want. Now go enjoy the whole new experience that is Factorio. Good job, everyone, on helping out Squish. So I like the name Squish. Squish is a good name. I like coding, but I will never manage to make this game ever. What do you mean by make this game? Do you mean understand this game because you don't like coding, or are you an aspiring game dev? I'm confused. I'm going over here to put blue belts in, but I barely have any blue belts, so that's dumb. Let's go back. And a small Factorio-esque clone on Android. Okay, interesting. I mean, imitation is the greatest form of flattery, so good on the Factorio devs that people are copying their game. Oh crap, I forgot about Satisfactory! When's that coming out? I haven't heard anything about it recently. I've forgotten to look into it. I think I'm signed up to the newsletter, but I've not received anything. They're probably in the quiet phase of game development right now, I feel like. Why have I got so much stone again? God damn it. I'll put all this in my trash slots. Get more blue belts. Get all of the blue belts. Then dump all the yellow belts. But I can't, because everything's already full of them. You wish you could, you don't have a PC right now. Oh. You never stay Factorio sober forever. Indeed. Once it's got you, it's got you. You'll be playing it when you're 18 in a home. You'll have a server with the other people at the home. Because they'll also be addicted. Because by that time, everyone will be addicted. Any plans to play with the Sheepdog and Peach again? I don't know about Factorio, but we're playing other stuff. Though I haven't been able to play with them at the moment because I've been away every Wednesday for a while. Usually I'm working away from like Tuesday to Friday at the moment, so those recordings have stopped for a while, unfortunately. Luckily, I have a massive backlog to work through. So you're gonna still continue to see plenty of footage of that, because there's some stuff that I still haven't uploaded despite doing it months and months ago. Because I'm the worst. But it's worked out well, because now I find myself in a situation where I don't have time to record, but I do have time to edit, whereas previously it was like the other way around, though if you've got time to record, you've got time to edit. I just wasn't doing that, because I'm bad at things. Now, I wonder if I blew this whole thing, I should be able to get a little bit of extra production speed out of my copper, which would definitely be useful. So, let's see what we can do. Oh, am I going to run out of undergrounds? Oh, I've got just enough, because I can do this, and then I can cheat and do this. Perfect. Gotta make sure. Get all these bits. All the way over to here. And then blue, blue, blue. That in itself should be enough, but we can do a bit more than that. Gonna move things up here. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Everything's fine. Everything's absolutely fine. Oh, I've just remembered. There's a video coming out in the next few days, at least that's the plan, of Deep Rock Galactic. It's Deep Rock Galactic Episode 3. And I am stupidly proud and of what I did. I was going to say proud and embarrassed, maybe. I decided to do a bit for the intro, and it's the dumbest thing, but it's also the best thing. And I just, like, even if you don't watch the Deep Rock Galactic videos, you haven't been watching them so far, just watch that one for the stupid intro I put on it. Because I'm inordinately proud of the stupid thing that I did. And I want everyone to see it because I put some effort into it. So yeah, you're gonna see that in a few days. But yeah, I did some editing and I did a funny. And I'm probably hyping it up too much now. Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic Episode 3. It's got a dumb thing. And it's only like the first 20 seconds, and it's just a normal episode after that. But for the first 20 seconds, it's super dumb. And I love it. No, we don't want to do that here. We want to just actually go this way. No messing about. Seems to be running through the plastic relatively quickly. Also, we're running through the coal real damn quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. To keep an eye on that. Whoops. Well, that's definitely going to break it. Everything's fine. Deep Rock Galactic. It's the game about dwarves in mines that I've been playing with Peachy Sheepdog and EE. I put the first 2 episodes of it out. But the third one, and the third one alone, has a dumb bit in it that I did. Because I'm dumb. And it's great. And terrible. There we go. This is cleared out, so we can just do that. And we need to move this steel line down just by 1. Ugh. There, just do it like that, seeing as... Is this being used, actually? What does this do? This goes to tank shell production, which is it's not doing anything right now. Wait, is that supposed to be one-sided? Have I just caused problems? Oh no, I haven't. It's fine. Right, let's just hoover up this. And there we go. Now we can put in the last row of miners here. That's the whole deposit covered. I wish I could have more in the end, but it's not really that important. I can just live with it being like that. I think this is enough of a change in production rate to make the difference that I'm looking for anyway. We get all these going. That's a nice bit of extra production. This has died. So you know what? This doesn't have to be so fiddly. This can just do that, and it probably works out better overall. That's that sorted, and this looks like a red belt's worth. So I reckon we're good. So we've got some ore on us, so that'll help. Just like dump this here. Matthias is counting the rotation of my logo in the cup because it's been spinning continuously for the whole stream. still waiting for the episode of the dwarf game where I finally understand what you're supposed to do. Yeah, those first couple of matches were pretty hectic. By the end of it, I was getting a better idea. Basically, it came down to everyone else achieves the objective while I just kill things and try and survive and throw flares everywhere, because that's the scout's job. And occasionally I mined and gathered stuff a bit when I was feeling adventurous. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Oh, well, the ore supply is built up, so that's that sorted. We did it. And so this is presumably a red belt's worth of copper being made. So it's an improvement. Still nowhere near enough, but it's an improvement. Yeah, there's more we need to do here. There's more we can. Sort of. It's a real squeeze. It's a tough one. Especially with this station here. Probably should have put it further back, but I wanted to make sure there was room for all the stuff I was building here, really. So, it's just sort of a case of there's nowhere to put the station. Then again, at some point this goes. That'll be a big difference. Right, high-tech science. Should we get back to that? Probably about time. We've got half an hour left of the stream. Probably going to cut it pretty soon after the 2-hour mark this time, because, as I mentioned earlier, I've got to be up at 4 AM. It's currently midnight, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go to sleep. I may simply not. This is the worst. We'll see how we go. I think I had to stream something. I had to give you guys something. While I had the opportunity to, because I'm going to be gone for a week again. Right, now we can actually fill in some of this with the used yellow belts. And now I'm going to build some more stuff over here. What I'm going to do... Oh, hang on, we need circuits, apparently. But damn it, I picked up some plastic. Whoops. Oops, circuit supply is a little bit crap now. I'm not surprised. Okay. We'll just make the gears fine. And I'll start hoovering them up. There was an attack there, but I didn't have a chance to see where it was. I need to be about 4 AM because I'm working away for the week in the south. And the south is 5 hours away, so to start a work day at 9 AM, I have to set off at 4 AM. Luckily, I'm not driving, I'm a passenger, so I'm going to nap as much of the journey as I can. And so we'll probably be okay, which is why I'm not asleep right now. Because I needed to, if possible, deliver on a stream. Because I'm supposed to be doing them twice a week, well, 3 times a week including Stardew. Okay, and then we need... I'm going to put some undergrounds in periodically so I can walk through the gaps if needed. And we've got exactly enough iron, I guess. Whatever it is to make exactly how many assemblers we need. Grab some more of that. That supply's also a mess. Well, it's a full yellow belt. That's not really a mess. As much as I can make it. At the moment until I upgrade things, which I do need to do. We'll go around and either slowly but surely or all at once get everything upgraded. Gotta spin all of this around. It's the worst. I wish rotation would be saved so you can copy and paste it. There's a feature I want to see. Someone go tell the devs. Because that seems like something they could implement. Now we need a bunch of stack inserters. Oh, and for that we need a bunch of circuits. Of course. I need 24 total, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're out of gears. Hold on. Okay, doop doop. There. That'll do it. Move up some more stuff because we need it. Also, we need inventory space. Jeez. Okay, and there we go. And then what we can do... Whoops, managed to accidentally select rails for a second there. I'm just going to swing this around here, because there's no point getting another set of belts, because that definitely won't work. We're already taking a belt and a half of circuits. We can only make 2 belts of circuits at most. So we'll just extend these and bring them round. And if it's not enough, we'll probably... I imagine there'll be extensive use of productivity modules to make this work. But there we go. We have ourselves... actually, one more thing. There. We have ourselves twice as much process unit production. Not that it will ever work at this sort of rate. We can dream. Maybe it will. But we're just future-proofing in case. Because we can't exactly expand it that way in future if we need more production. So you just got to make sure to make enough room the first time. Here we are, we're getting to this deposit. It's not being mined through quick enough. It's still 1 million, it's not even changed. Oh no. Oh, we've got enough room, I think, for high-tech science. We might struggle. We gotta do batteries as well. Ah, crap. Oh no, I don't know if we have the space. Because it's some fairly big arrays. It's gonna be like an array this big. So you got your batteries, then you got your high-tech science, then you got your required materials for high-tech science, and you're right up against there. And there's I'm not exactly sure of the numbers. I didn't count. We might not have the room. We might need to really push things here. Mine faster, damn it. Actually, there's a way we can help this, because sometimes miners will stop because they are blocked by ore that's in the way of them. So if you put blue belts in, it makes it more likely that the path will be clear for the miners to activate, for the ore to move on. So upgrading everything to blue will make a tiny difference in the long run, but every little helps. I might implement speed modules in all this, but we already have power issues, so maybe not. In order to solve the power issues, we need the high-tech science, so we'd better hope we have the room. These are nearly done, so they'll be cleared out and we can advance a bit, I don't know. If you aren't going to sleep, that means you can stream longer, right? No. No, these are 2 hours anyway. So that's where I'll cut it. And then I'll pack and process and upload this stream instead of you having to wait for like a day for it to be published. So there you go. Any time to do that. Leave the gap of 4, which may be our undoing at this stage. Oh, and this doesn't need to go this way, does it? Because here's the science line. Wait, no, it's going to be batteries first. Yeah, there's going to be batteries. Right, what do we need for that? Oh, batteries isn't actually that big an array now I think about it. Iron and copper input. Sulfuric acid input. Battery output. We can make that work pretty well. First we need some chemical plants. And we have inputs on this side. A bit of a space. If we even need a bit of a space, if we just do it like this, it might still work. Let me think about the way the pipes go. I might flip it, have it this way. What I'm thinking is this. Yeah, that totally works. There's room for the outputs there. Alright, we have our plan then. In fact, I can compress this. Hold on, have I accidentally just stumbled upon a design I hadn't thought of before, but I've been able to do this whole time? Because usually when I do something like this, I leave the one gap between each of the things, but I just realized you don't need it. Because you can do it like this. I've never done it like that before. I didn't think to do that. I've always done the... What I've always done is like this. And so I needed the extra gap so that that could be used. But if you just do them 2 at a time and feed it like that, that totally works. My god, I'm an idiot and also a genius because I didn't come up with that till now, but I have come up with it now. Oops. Copy, paste. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm just really dumb. Whoops. I've been able to do that slightly more compressed design this whole time, and I didn't notice. And then we have our output inserters there. And we have some inputs here, and there's plenty of space for these. And then we have a belt that is half copper, half iron. Oh, we're out of undergrounds, of course. Good night, kitten. If you're still here, you're probably not by now because it took me forever to notice the message. But if you're watching the VOD, then you know that I said it now. Go, we can offload a bit more of this. And this, because who wants those? Take a whole nother stack of them. And a chunk of a stack of these too. We need to offload some more of the basic ones. There we go. And let's grab a couple more of these. There, keep it going for a while. Okay, so we need our line of iron and copper. So, doop, 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 and then we just decide which one goes on what side. I'm gonna say this one goes here, and then this one goes here. I made it to present Bentham Alastor, excellent. Afraid we're towards the end, but you at least made it. How much uranium do I have now? Good question, let's have a look. Oh, too far. There it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36? We're at 36, so we're very, very close. If I counted correct. I may not have. I may have overcounted. We need 40 to function as a catalyst, and then we can start producing large amounts of it. So we're very, very nearly there, and it seems like we'll make it. Perhaps at about the same time that we get the research unlocked. Okay, this is all ready to go. Oh wait, no it isn't. We actually need the supply of sulfuric acid. That's quite an important component. Derp. There we go, just get that out of the way. There, 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 there. One more underground pipe. And now we have it, as long as we power the thing. And now we have battery production. I've got it all right. Yes, I have. Okay, there's our batteries. Super simple, pretty damn compressed. Very happy with that. And off they can go to the main bus. Where on the main bus? I guess they get a new line here. Actually, they're going to share a line with processing units. As we need them to be on belt, of course. So they can go like that. It'd actually be better if they were not like that, actually. Bring them out one short. There's nothing else happening here, so that's fine. And then do this with them. And up on that side. That's more like it. Send it this way. Connect up the batteries. We got ourselves a new line on the main bus. And we're getting very close to the miners. Oh dear. Yeah, we don't have the room. Because there's something here, and then there's something about here. There are ways we can sort this. Because the reason I have these gaps of 4 is for rubber ports. Let's get some. About time. And let's start laying them out and seeing what we do and don't actually need. Because I put a 4 gap between everything because I don't know where I will need them. So I just put more than enough in to make sure that I can fit them in. If I place them down, then I know exactly where I do and don't need them. So we might be able to squeeze just a little bit more space out of things by not putting the gap in everywhere. The key thing is, there's going to be one here. There has to be, because there's one here. That line goes up to this point to connect up. Oh, could go there. Well, we're going to go there, because that's the last gap we've got. So we don't need another one till here. So we don't need any gaps here. We can just compress it all and make good use of the space. So, edX science packs. Need batteries. So what I think I'm gonna do is build them. Right. Okay, give me a second while I craft this stuff. Damn it, always with the supply issues. I need to get bots. All the reports are 4. The time is upon us to do that, pretty much. Just gonna get high-tech science going first. We can put them here and get the batteries straight off this line. Not gonna work perfectly. We're gonna have to do a bit of messing about. 2 more of these to get the 7. I believe it's 7. Yes, 7 that we need. Actually, I guess the sneaky, cheap way of doing it is to I had another idea then, but it doesn't work. Is to just make 7 chemical plants. So there's one across from this one, and it's going to have one available to it. Do you have the room for the extra green circuit production to supplement the processing units? I'm just going to do it over here. This will use up, I think, 3 belts of copper anyway. So we can't do more than what can be done here. I think we have the space. We don't. I'll put some modules in it. Maybe even some beacons if we have this. We have the room for it. I think I've got the numbers right for what my ultimate plan will be. So I think we're goodish. We're okay. Right, now the issue here is that it inserts to here and is immediately off down that way. Doesn't give much chance for this to grab it. So I'll make an 8th. Just keep making more, that's the solution. Oh dear. There we go. Am I out of pipes? Oh, I am. Huh. There, one more and we're good. And belts. And power. There. Copy this, paste it there. Send this up. Nope, that's the wrong type of belt. Why am I using yellow right now? What am I doing with my life? Oh dear. There. Switch these to blue because what's wrong with me? And we'll get some reds. Get us just enough, just however many we need. Oh nope, there. There. Then we need some output. I'll build more than enough fast inserters because I know we'll need them in the end. And this will be the output for the science packs. Again, why am I using yellow belts now? I shouldn't be using yellow belts for anything anymore. We have enough production of blue. Oh, hold on. There. That works. Give these the job. Copy that down. Power's gonna be a problem. Oh, you know what? I've not done this right. I need more space. There's a system to this. Okay, so we've got... It needs copper cable. Pure copper cable. 30 every 14 seconds. So 2 a second. Is it slightly more or slightly less? My brain is derping. It's slightly more than 2 a second, I think, which is a pain. Wires. 2, 4 are made per second. So what we want... How are these? We want 1 copper wire assembler per 2 assemblers for the science packs. We could, once these are crafted, we could do it like this. And then just bring belts in from the side maybe and some of that. But that's not, to my mind, a good way of doing it, especially considering that suddenly horizontal space as well as vertical space is limited. So I noticed some of this is shut down. We're slowly working our way through. This bit's going to go sooner than everything else, which is nice. We're now below 1 million. But it's still not great. Oh, hello. This is all stopped. Uh-oh. I guess the steel built up. We'll deal with that in a minute. I want to get this done first. Might be a mistake. Oh, uh-oh. Doing damage, working through that ammo. Oh dear. What I'm thinking is we do this, but actually the spacing... it's not enough for the 8 that we want. We want 8 rather than 7 because the ratios don't quite work out right to keep 7 constantly running. So we just have 8 and overkill it a bit. So we get to here and then we're out. What did I used to do? How did I do it differently before? Because this is not my usual fare, I feel like. Also, have I got it backwards? So let me just check, because I'm getting worried I've got this mixed up. 2 copper cable a second. 1 assembler makes 4 copper cable a second. Yep, that's definitely true. So it is 1 of these assemblers versus 2 of these. We can't fit that in the space we have like this. We're gonna have to fudge it. Okay, there's a way we can compress it without massively adding to the space. We can do this. Yes, that will work. There, that gives us room for the 8. So these make the wires, these make the science packs, and I believe that works. And it even makes the belts feeding into this work better, and that should give us enough room for everything we need. Let me just see what chat's doing, because I've been very engrossed in this for a while. Watching you pull down those belts was easily the most satisfying thing I've seen today. Which belts? For the main bus, maybe? Because that's a satisfying thing. Playing Factorio at 12:30 AM instead of sleeping? Fine. Using yellow belts instead of blue? What am I doing with my life? Exactly, yeah, I see no problem with this. Midnight Factorio isn't out of the ordinary. We all have moments where we wake up in a cold sweat with an idea of improving efficiency. Dumb question. Do the copper mines have speed modules? It's not like you're running at a deficit of lower level ones after all. They're not running on speed modules, but the issue right now is the power's low. Oh. Yeah, because we're not doing science, the power consumption has dropped catastrophically. So I guess maybe we're okay, but it's about to kick in again, so in a minute we won't have the power to run speed modules without the rest of the factory suffering anyway. I like that I don't have to redo all of the... Oh, I didn't need to do that. I like how I don't have to redo all of the miners, not the miners, the inserters for this, because of the way it's all arranged. Need one extra of these. Hang on, no, I'm getting this all backwards. These need to be this way around. We've run into the issue with the batteries again. Damn it. I'm just going to keep extending this till it works. The batteries are going to be super-proofed as hell. Future-proofed. Oh, I'm too tired. We got 5 minutes before I'm going to be wrapping this up, so that's probably for the best. I've been getting reasonable sleep these past few days, but I had a sleep debt and I didn't pay it. 8 hours isn't enough if the previous night you had 5. At least for me. Some people can deal with that, I can't. I need 8 every night and the occasional recharge of like 9. To feel like I'm firing on all cylinders. I know I could probably get away with less, but I think that because I fudged my own sleep numbers to myself. So probably if I actually truly had 8 hours sleep every night, I would be fine. Okay. Couple of pipes. Oh, I've got one spare. Oh, that's a shame. I'm just gonna craft a whole stack of them then. It'll make me feel better. Go get some more iron. Oops. Oh, we need circuits as well, actually. Just a few. Okay. We want a belt there? Yeah, that's going to be the copper belt, but then we're also going to have a belt here. That's my thinking. Gotta be a little sneaky belt hiding here. That's going to feed... Oh, you know what, though? We could go crazier. We could go deeper. We could do this. To feed the copper wire production. And then these belts to feed everything else. This is why I like Ribbonworld, even though this is a little bit different from the usual Ribbonworld stuff, because this is caused by this problem, even though that's a Ribbonworld problem. I'm liking how this is making me come up with silly, compressed designs that have space efficiency like you've never before seen. Because I'm coming up with this crazy stuff. What I'm thinking is this. And that's the copper plate line. Oh no, it doesn't work because I was going to have these inserters be here, but now those are in the way. Damn it! Oh, I thought I had a genius idea. Maybe we can still make this work. Because I'm going overkill with this right now. I think it still doesn't quite work because we can do this. We can start here. And it comes in underground here, so there's room there. Then it goes to there, but then it goes underground here, and then this can't pick anything up. You gotta use a long-armed inserter, and then the belt is there anyway. Okay. Fine, we'll be normal. I thought I came up with a smart idea, but it doesn't quite work. If I thought more about it, I could probably come up with a way, but... gonna take a bunch of time. We don't have time. So we'll have belts like this. And this is the copper belt here. So use stack inserters. So it'll probably need it. These things run quite fast. You can do 4 hours a night. Not perfectly, and I don't like it, but I can do 4. Oh yeah, I could probably live on 4. I could probably function as a human being. I could probably do the work that I do down south, because it's just manual labor and relatively simple, on 4 hours sleep. It's like low energy, medium skill manual labor, so you can get away with being physically tired to a certain degree, and you can also get away with being mentally tired to a certain degree. So I could get away with no sleep, or little sleep at least. And sometimes I do, but I prefer to be well rested at any one moment in my life. So, oh, that doesn't need to come from here. No, that's going to be coming from over here. Actually, it's going to be both. We'll work it out. Right now we need a copper line. And a pretty hefty one. So, let's just divert this whole thing. Doop, doop, doop. There's our line. And that's our circuit production. And then here, well, it's going to be a bit weird. I hope the throughput's enough. I should think so. To make sure we'll heavily use stack inserters. I've now finished the exhuming of all the non-optimal bodies in Graveyard Keeper. Good work, Mr. Ursel. I wish I had more time to play Graveyard Keeper right now. Whoops, I got distracted reading chat and I have all the gears now. It's good, because I'm making a bunch of stack inserters and they eat gears for breakfast. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is enough. And to help with it, I'm going to use a chest. Just like a 1-stack chest, but it'll help. It'll just be a bit of a buffer. In case the throughput's close to the limit. Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. This way. Also, we never quite finished working on this over here. There we go. And, thing is, when you don't have any speed upgrades on you, walking on blue belts is a challenge. Because you can only just walk quicker than them. I really need to get the power suit. That's high on the priority list now. Right, for power, I'm gonna have to have a bit of a gap here to make room for some substations, really. Yeah, we'll do that. It's not the best. We could try and incorporate them into this. And it's technically possible, actually. Oh, maybe we should. But I think we're okay for space now. I think we've done it. This seems to be enough, because if we do a belt here, we've got an inserter assembler, another assembler, belt. It's enough. Just. It's right there. You know what? I will do it. I'm going to put these in. And then we can move the... We are substations? I think we are. A bunch more then. Okay, we can put these here instead. Make even better use of the space. There we go. These are making the... Oh yeah, I mean if this... Yeah. A fast inserter could have handled this fine, actually. I was being overly concerned. Right, processing units, speed modules. So, processing units are right there, we can use them. Just belt them in. Though, two-sided system, so... Bit of messing. Actually, really no messing at all. I just need to do this. And, oh, in fact, I can just do a filter if I like, but that will work too. It'll only allow the processing units through, and even on the correct side of the belt. And there goes all of them. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So, now we need to make speed modules. And the number we need to make is 1 speed module every 14 seconds. And a speed module takes 15 seconds. So, we'll make 8 assemblies for them. Is that it? Yeah, actually. Hold on, I had a different design for this, I did. And I think it incorporated everything, actually. And therefore was much more space efficient than this, as it turns out. I know what I had. That's why everything seemed a bit off to me this whole time, and I couldn't work out what it was. I know what it is. Doop, 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 doop. High-tech science. Copper wires. Speed modules. That's it. That's the system. Super easy. I made this mess instead. Crap. Crap. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that till next time. Because I am going to redo that because space is critical right now, and this is now a waste of space. Because I did it wrong. So I'm going to redo the whole thing, but I don't have the energy or the time to do that today. So I'm leaving that as a note for myself for next time that I'm redoing the high-tech science entirely. It's at least going to be a lot quicker than it was this time, because now a lot of the stuff's already in place. We should get that done early on next stream, and then we can work towards Covarex enrichment, and we'll see if we can get that done quickly. I don't know how long the science is going to take ultimately. We're trying to do a science pack a second, which I think would mean 15,000. How many? Let me see, 15,000. Let me get the calculator out. 15,000 seconds is 25 minutes. I reckon in the 2 hours we'll have for next stream, we can get Covarex enrichment sorted. We'll have to see though. Oh, this is already running through. Right, let's try and do something about this before we go. Lots of messages to catch up on I'm paying attention to. Need a chest betwixt. I like your use of language there, Bagok. You're making a note here, apparently. And happy birthday, D3ADH4NDS. What is that? Dead hands. Ah, there we go. I couldn't quite work it out initially, but I'm like, that's definitely a word using numbers. Give me a minute and I'll understand. Right, here's something we can do. These are all full, but these ones aren't. And there's a reason I left this gap here. Because I can have input belts at the same time as output belts. Doesn't work quite so well because the substation's in the way. But it was just something that I made sure to build in early on so that we could, if we needed to, use this properly as a buffer system and actually have inputs and outputs on it. So, just run these here. We're going to need a few more of these. And if I have the materials, though, not quite really. Let's be a bit sparing then. We're at this. There, 6 on these. It'll do. And then, before all the gubbins over here happens, we split off this. We'll just underground it for a while to get it all just out of the way. And then I want to do something slightly fiddly to make the numbers add up. So, do this. I'm going to do this and this and this. This one goes this way. For now, these go up as well, and we split it down to 1. They both go underground, but to different places. What, am I out of blues? I am. Crap. Do we have any spare? No. Oops. Let me cheat by stealing some blues, using some undergrounds. Does this give me enough? Oh, I think it just does. Oh, fantastic. Okay, there we go. Because this needs half a belt, this needs half a belt, this needs a full belt to make sense overall, because it's split between 2 stacks, but it's 3 belts. 2 in the middle and half on the sides. So there we go, we have an input. Now these are running again. It'll only last so long though, the buffer will be filling, because obviously this is all stopped. And yeah, it's because of the steel. We need more steel storage. Also, there's an attack happening again. How's the scanning doing? Still nothing, and I think that might be the limit of the scanning range now. Damn. Okay, well, to just try and get this going... Oh no, I've got to manually craft all of the bits, and I don't have any fast inserters on me either, because I just turned the one that I had into a stack inserter. So give me a minute while that is made, and then I'll put it here, and we'll have some storage, and the production can kick off again. But yeah, we need a steel storage now. We need a buffer for that. Oh, I had some on me anyway, didn't I? I even saw them, and my brain didn't register that that meant that I could just use those. Derp. Oh, it's only using one side of the belt, and that's going to drive me nuts. One half of all the furnaces are going to switch on at once. No. No, it's going to look terrible. Also, I don't even know if, like, 1 stack inserter is enough for all this. Like, how many belts are going in? Well, at the moment, nothing. But I think it's like 2.5 belts or something, right? Oh no, it's like 2 belts or less. Which means half a belt or less of steel. Which might be this rate, we'll have to see. It's going to take a long time anyway for things to empty out. Because every single smelter is filled with a stack of steel. Gonna take a while for that all to be run through. But yeah, now it's going again. Now the iron supply's going again. So we'll see how that goes. Buffer's gonna fill up, but maybe before then, this buffer will make enough of an impact that things start moving again. Oh, this is... Damn, yeah, I forgot. Priority is supposed to be given. Oh, I can just give priority again. Priority. There. So, it'll still go there to the train if it needs to. If not, it will go to the buffer system. Yeah, that makes sense. Priority for the main line. If the main line's full, send it off to the buffer. That makes sense. And there we go. It's not too strong a flow of iron, so that's okay. It won't fill up too quick. Just fairly quick. Yeah, the mining is going again, and that's the key thing. All the miners are running. Same for the copper. We're working through them slowly, slower than I'd like. We'll have to see about using speed molders in future, but for now, we just need to make sure to get the high-tech science running so that we can start doing some of the proper fancy researches. So, message for future Bentham. When he watches back this, to remember where he was. You need to redo the high-tech science because you're dumb. Or I guess I'm dumb, me past Bentham, you future Bentham are maybe less dumb, because you now know that you need to rebuild the high-tech science. And then with that done, get on with Cover-X enrichment, also make a storage place for steel. So that we can, once again, be able to deal with the endless supply of iron. Also, hook the copper supply that we're mining into the main bus, so we can have more copper and get that all kicking off, but that'll need more power anyway, so... high-tech science, Cover-X enrichment, they're the priorities, and everything will follow on from there. Okay. And I'll say goodbye to you guys. Now I've sent my message to future me. He might even be reading the chat, though. Sometimes he watches it in the edit window on YouTube, and that doesn't show the chat. But maybe he's saying hi to chat right now. I'll presume that he does. Coal is running out fast. Yes, true. Gotta keep an eye on the coal. Well, I have coal, just in the wrong place. Right now I've got a logistics issue, in a sense, of I've got lots of places that are full of a thing, and other places that desperately need that thing. So, you're right, I need to remember, get the coal sorted. Oh crap. Get the coal sorted extremely urgently. Priority 1, fix the coal. Gotta get that going. Just get a train doing it. It'll work fine. Shouldn't be too hard. Just get another train at this station or at the next station. Make a new one. Oh, and that's finished. Fantastic. Okay, priority 1, fix coal. Then, high-tech science and Covarex enrichment. There we go. Sorted. Okay, so, thank you everyone for watching for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Be incredibly boring if you weren't there. I hope you're enjoying. If so, I am glad. And in future, what to expect? Well, there's going to be some videos of Deep Rock Galactic, including episode 3, which has a really dumb bit for the first 30 seconds of it, so enjoy that stupidness. There's going to be one more No Man's Sky video, and then we'll see what else we can get out. Maybe some Space Engineers. We'll see how it goes. Depends what I can manage while I'm away. And maybe I'll make a video covering the Chrono.gg sale of games for the cancer charity in memorial of, or in memory, or in whatever you'd call it, of Total Biscuit. All of his favourite games, or many of his favourite games, on sale, and a significant chunk of the proceeds go to charity. Yeah, maybe Foxhole will come out at some point, Orion. I'm sorry, I wanted to edit it properly, and I just never did, and now it's just never been uploaded, and maybe I'll do that one day, and it'll be dumb. Because it's been so long. It's been half a year. How... Time is weird. How has it been half a year since I even did that? Oh, it's the worst. Okay. So, yeah. Maybe covering the sale. If not, go to Chrono anyway. The sale's going right now. It's going for a week till, like, Saturday. A lot of good games on there. And it's for charity. If you want, you can not use my affiliate link. Just use them. Just use Chrono directly. And that will mean that even more goes to charity. Because it's almost, in this case, it's almost like I would prefer that I wasn't a Chrono partner, so I could just be like, just go do that for charity reasons. The me being a Chrono partner thing isn't sort of relevant now, but I can't get away from it because I am one, so... That in itself isn't a bad thing, it's just a bad thing in this particular context, unfortunately. But yeah, go check it out, go buy the things, because it's for a good cause. Needs to be more awareness, if nothing else. If there was more awareness, he might still be with us. That's sort of why it's particularly important. But on that grim note, what else am I doing? So yeah, there's going to be some videos coming out. Saturday, there will be Stardew Valley as normal, I do believe. Sunday, there will, as normal, be Layla the Vampire Slayer. We're getting towards the end of the series. This is the third to last episode, I do believe. And I think... maybe the second to last episode, but I think next Sunday, we might be announcing a coming Roll For It show. So, look forward to that. That will be neat. And then probably another stream on Monday. I don't think I'll manage one on Friday, so I think it'll be a similar situation again. I don't know yet whether I'm going to not be available next week. This week I'm gone, obviously. I'm leaving in less than 3 hours now. Maybe I'll get a bit of a nap. I can dream. I can hope. I can admit to myself it's not going to happen. But it might be a similar situation next week, so I don't know what it's going to be like there. Maybe I'll manage to get a stream in on Monday. Depends if I'm around on Monday. We'll have to work it out. It's a bit of a mess right now. I'm hoping that sooner rather than later I will become available on a regular basis again so I can stop being away most of the days of the week. Every week. Because it's the worst. We'll have to see. I don't know. I keep going on about it. You know the situation by now. As much as I will tell you, being secretive about some of it. But yes, that's the situation right now. This is a shame. I wish there was more stuff I could give you, but I just don't have the time right now, so I'm gonna see what I can do. Also, that is neat that closed captioning works with a live stream. Is it like in real time? I mean, there's a 20-second delay or 20 to 30-second delay on the stream. I know, so that's probably how they're doing it. If I went to low latency, that might go away, but I can't imagine that they're accurate anyway. So, I know what you're saying, and it's accurate. What heresy is this? Oh, wow. That's scary. Again, the future is weird. Yeah, actually, I can go to low latency, but not ultra low latency, and that will mean that closed captioning still operates. So I think what I'll do is I'll try out low latency next stream, see what the delay is on that, because if it's like 10 seconds, that's workable. I can deal with that. But I could drop to ultra low, and that's still okay, because it doesn't support 4K and 440, but I don't stream in that anyway, so that's fine. But it also doesn't support closed captions. Or DVR. What's DVR? Oh, no, okay, I'm not going ultra low latency. DVR is where people can watch back the stream and catch up with it. I don't want to lose that. That's a neat feature. So we're going to go normal low latency, not ultra low. So closed captions will still work. Watching the stream while it's playing will still work, including catching up. And stuff like that. So there we go. We have our plan of action. Next time we stream, I'll be in that mode, whether I remember or not. So you'll see what the difference is like as to how quickly I react to your comments. Not that I will, because at Stardew I get very distracted by having to shepherd 5 people through Stardew Valley and stop them doing dumb things. Oh dear. Right, let's leave it there. Yes, quick reminder to future Bentham again. Fix the coal urgently, because we're in a crisis pretty much right now. Then get high-tech science done, so you can get Coverix enrichment, and everything will follow on from there. Store the steel so that can keep going. Make sure the mining's running okay. Hook the copper into the smelting, so that that's actually going at a reasonable speed, and Bob's your uncle. So there we go. Thank you very much. It's time for me to sleep, either here or in a van. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you everyone for watching, and I shall see you next time.